Hi, everyone. I am Nerd at Art. I do not stream on my own channel, but I am the other half of Team Wildwood, and every so often you'll catch me on that channel, where the Hubs and I play retro video games, and these days mostly just play tabletop RPGs with our friends. So I'm super excited to be here this Monday evening playing Roswynn of Lichfeld. She is a Toreador seamstress, and she's kind of trying to figure out what to do with herself after this 10-year time jump that they just made and lost all their progress. And she's kind of forging her own path this time. She's keeping the coterie in mind, but I think she's going to focus on her own personal growth and establishing herself in Winchester. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes.
Hey everybody, I'm Davey. I am a gamer, TTRPG addict. Can never say that word for some reason. And history buff. And I am playing Anarawd, the Bruja Bard. Uh, well, he was less bothered about the fake kidnapping than everybody else because before they left, he lived in the sewer, and after they left, he still lives in the sewer. So he didn't really lose much. If the business with Bjortrick and Mail had kind of driven a wedge between him and all of his mortal friends, and just to make a clean break of it. So he's in a way quite happy that this has given him the push he needed. But he has other things on his mind now, as we'll see. Hmm.
I'm just Joshi. I like vampires and cats and horror movies and tabletop RPGs. That's the thing that I forgot last week. Um, Play Sumi. Suni is Zamitsi, and he. What's up? Suni absolutely does not care about the time jump at all. He's happy-ish with it because it definitely allowed him to be out of the limelight like he wanted. So, um, things for tonight are just to try and get, yeah, continue trying to get situated and sorted within the new lifestyle that we have here.
Check, check, check. Can everyone hear me now?
Can't hear you on the stream.
How about now?
Now I can. Sorry, never mind. I can't hear you.
All
I
right,
don't know what you changed, but it works.
that was very weird. I don't know what everyone missed. If they missed my entire opening.
Now we can't hear you.
Now we can't hear him.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no. How's that? That better?
Oh,
I can hear you now.
Yeah, now we can hear you. Let me check
All
if
right.
I can hear you on stream.
You're out again. Now I'm back. Okay, so did anyone hear my opening monologue? I will give it again. I will give the opening monologue before we begin. Keyword Savior, tell us who you are, tell us who you're playing, and tell us what you hope to accomplish tonight.
Hello, everyone. I am Keywork Savior. I am also a gamer, TTRPGer, disturber of cats, lover of horror movies, and yeah, I used to stream once upon ago, and it will happen sometime again. I do still have OBS, but for right now, I do stream on Monday nights. I am arguably the vampire who lost the most with the 10-year jump. I am Kinnerick, Errant Thane, former Swordsworn, the guy who basically was born into nothing by the fact that he was a bastard, and then he started getting things, and now he has nothing again. So he has nothing but a tenuous connection to Wendreda and his sword, and that's about it. And a mountain of meat, that is him. But yeah, so
All right.
He's all heartbroken. He's an unwitting accomplice in Regnal kidnapping.
Fantastic. Now look at, okay. All right, now everything is working. All right. Okay, sorry for the hiccup, everybody. Crit, tell us who you are. Tell us who you're playing. And notice I got your name right this time. Tell us who you are. Tell us who you're playing. And tell us what you hope to accomplish this evening.
Hello, everybody. My name is Crit. I'm the Dungeon Master for Crit Crafters, where I like to turn my friends into heroes and superheroes and chat into the villain they know they are. That being said, I play Wulfstann, the gangrel cult leader, who's now once more into a situation where he is discovering how to survive. So I believe that right now he's back into a bit of a survival mode, trying to figure out who's who and who's the real leader of the pack, and how can he make friends with him.
So I like that. I like that. Who's the leader of the pack, and how can I make friends with them? That's very, very gangrel. Very gangrel. Ellie, that brings us to you. Ellie, tell us who you are. Tell us who you're playing. Tell us what you wish to accomplish this evening.
Hello, everybody. I am Ellie, also known as Mrs. Keywork, or, the crazy cat lady, because that's one of my cats over there. That's Artemis. He has 3 legs, and he is fabulous. I play Lady, or I don't even know who the hell she is anymore, but it's Wendreda, and she arguably second lost the most, lost everything, and she kind of lost her mind last week, like, a lot. She lost her mind a lot last week, and I don't know, it's going to have to do with the fallout of that this week. So hopefully that goes smoothly and nobody remembers a thing.
Fantastic. We're going to do the opening monologue real quick before we get into feeding challenges and so on. Yes, Keywork.
I just want to let you know, in case you weren't aware, you are broadcasting your screen to us. So when you bring up your notes, we saw that.
Don't tell him.
Huh?
I don't need to know
Yeah,
that
we
stuff.
could see your notes.
We're
Yeah,
seeing
we
your
can-
OBS virtual cam.
Yeah. When you have your notes up, it pulls them up
It's
for us too.
It's probably from your main desktop.
Hold on. Let me fix that.
No, it's fine. We're
That
fine.
is not fun. I need my notes.
Up, down, left, right, A, B, start. No. Oh, no, we
No, go again.
Here they are.
Get back. Screen.
Daddy's dirty secrets.
Oh my God. I can't figure out what I'm doing.
It's fine.
It's not fine. Gotta do it right. Okay. Stop streaming. Devices. All right. Everybody follow that.
There we go.
Ah.
There we
Yeah.
go.
I am on a new med, everyone. I do apologize. I am on a mood stabilizer. So I am a little out of it. Okay. So there we go. 10 winters have passed, and with them the world that once remembered you. Winchester lies white and silent beneath the frost, its bells slower, its faith louder, the streets no longer speak your names, yet the wind carries the shapes like ghosts across rooftops. In the amber veil, warmth endures in whispers and candlelight. Behind closed doors, power speaks softly, and every silence, a secret waiting to break. Beyond the city's walls, snow buries the old gods and the old sins alike. Still, something stirs beneath the ice. Memory, hunger, or prayer. No one can say. Tonight, oaths are tested against the cold, and every shadow holds the weight of choice unmade. The dead remember, the living forget, and when the bells toll again, we will see which of them still dreams of the sun. Everybody, we're going to refresh our willpower now. It is either your resolve or your composure, whichever is higher. We have not initiated any new blood bonds yet, or any ghouls, so no one will have any rouse actions to make. So everyone make your daily rouse check.
What is up with the dice tonight? Holy shit.
Great.
Holy shit.
You were the only
Oh,
one who was
that-
not hunger. Everyone was starting at hunger 2 is now at hunger 3 if you failed.
Oh, we were at 2? I
were
had
at
1
two.
from
Yeah.
last session.
We were at 2 for this session. All right. Who would like to feed? I take it that's almost everybody?
Yeah.
So Roz actually has a prey exclusion, and she cannot feed from strangers, basically. Impersonal feeding is not something she can really do.
You have the exact same problem a Ventru has when they feed off something. You have to spend a willpower.
More or less, yeah. So I'm
Yes.
gonna have to spend a willpower to do that, I guess.
Unless
Yeah, that's what I'll do. Mhm.
unless during your scene you want to make a deal with Badulf about feeding off his servants.
Roz is being very careful not to owe Badulf too much.
Fair
So
enough.
no, I think I'll spend the willpower.
Okay. All right. So we're going to start with Anarawd. Are you feeding?
I will.
Scott feeder. Dexterity
Mhm.
plus stealth. Difficulty 4. I'm sorry, 5. Because your chest is not fully filled out yet. Difficulty 5.
That's a worry because I only have 6 dice in this.
All right. So you cannot take half.
I cannot take half. I am hungry, so this could go bad. That is that went bad.
That does go bad.
This went bad.
Anarawd, where were
Sorry.
you? Where were
No
you?
willpower.
You were Scott. Are you going to willpower that because you can willpower 2 of those, and you could get a crit.
I could get a crit, but is it worth it just to save some?
You're going
Hapless
to you're going
mortals.
to have 0 hunger at the end of this.
I'm gonna willpower it. I'll willpower
You're
it.
gonna willpower it. Okay.
Yeah, I gotta at least try. Let's reroll those 2. Well, still not enough.
Still not enough. You've spent the willpower. Anarawd, you're invited into this home. It's a nice home. It's in the nicer quarter of Winchester, and the people are kind to you. They offer you supper, and all they ask for you is to play them to sleep. And not steal them, not rob them, not kill them. As you sing beautifully for them. But it's when you see it. You see the man's wife. She looks very familiar. An image of the queen that once seduced you. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe it's the heart playing tricks on you. But as they fall asleep, you decide you must taste her. And when you do, the beast takes control. And you drain her dry. Out of what? Was it wrath? Or being forced out of your home? Was it lust? Don't know. The beast knows.
Well, she did offer me supper.
Take a stain. You're at hunger 0.
First stain in. It's been a while.
It has been a while. And what is your desire for the evening?
So Anarawd has been thinking about the woman he saw at the Amber Vale that night, who
Okay.
spoke to Badulf, and he is very curious. He wants to know her name. That is his desire.
Want to know her name. Okay, that's a very simple desire. Very much so.
Could be simple, could be not simple.
All right. Suni, you're living out in a mausoleum now, correct?
Trying to, yeah.
Trying to, doing your best to do so. Are you going to feed that hunger 3, or are you going to go into the night hungry?
It's probably best that I feed.
All right. So you're going to enter town again to hunt?
I think so, yeah.
All right. I'd like you to make your extortionist roll, manipulation plus intimidation. Difficulty 5.
Difficulty 5. Okay. I will rouse.
Physical rouse. So make your rouse check. Not get hungrier.
Yay! Success.
Brisket for the biscuit.
So that gives me holy crap, my brain. 8.
That is the 5 successes you needed. So you can ignore that bestial failure that is there. How much blood would you like to take as you cajole your victim? Tell us how you do that.
I think I'm gonna do the same sort of thing as last week, where I kind of, without entering any buildings, without going anywhere, I just kind of wait outside of. This time we'll make it a tavern, and we'll find somebody who looks very sheepish going in and sheepish going out, and follow them until they're alone. And explain to them that I know everything.
Everything they say, they exclaim. And they look.
I know all of your secrets.
And he stops. And you can tell he's drunk a little bit. He's a little in his cups. It's late at night. He shouldn't be out. But he's out. What do you mean, my secrets? How do you know?
I am the watcher in the wind. I am the shadow that clings to you so close. I know the ups and downs of your life, and I will allow myself to... I won't allow myself to tell you how I know. Just know that I know.
What can I do to keep you from telling what you know?
Well, it's very simple, really.
And you chomp on him. All right. And then you use Dominate, I assume, afterwards to tell him to forget the situation?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right, you can get that yourself. If you take your time, and you succeeded, so you can take your time, you can get down to 1 hunger.
Love it.
Roswynn, the Veil Keeper. Dexterity plus subterfuge. Difficulty 5 plus a willpower.
This isn't something that Blood Surge applies to, is it?
You can spend the Blood Surge, yes, to increase your dexterity.
I'm gonna do that because I only have a dice pool of 6. So I'm gonna roll.
Ooh, you
I'm not hungrier.
You are not hungrier.
Okay, so and how that adds 2 dice, right?
2 dice, correct.
Okay. 4.
That's 4 successes.
But no failures.
No,
okay,
no brutal failure. You may re-roll 2 of those.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do
Okay.
that because I really don't want to go into tonight with 3 hunger if I can avoid it. Okay, good to go.
It's unusual for you. You slip into the city. And you slip through conversations in a mead hall. And you worm your way into people's networks, into their conversations. You become part of their lives for a moment. Through it all, you get one of them alone. And you can feed from them. To them, it's the most enjoyable experience they've had in a very long time. To you, it's almost abhorrent. You hate every moment of it. You have to grit and do your best to swallow. You've lost easy access to the blood you had. And now you're stuck feeding on strangers. This is unacceptable and needs to be remedied. But
Absolutely it
you
does.
can get yourself down to hunger 1 if you feel like it. If you can stomach it.
I'm gonna do my best to grit my way through it. Roz has spent the last week kind of holed up in her room at the Vale. She hasn't eaten. She knows she needs to because she doesn't want to lose control of herself. So she's forcing herself to do this, and she does not like it. This is not how she feeds. This is not who she is.
Speaking of feeding restrictions, let's talk about Wendreda. Wendreda, what's your hunger at?
3.
3. Are you going to feed before going in this evening?
I'm gonna try.
All right, you need to feed from a noble. Where are you going to find a noble to feed from?
Oh, I'm sure there's one in town in Winchester somewhere. Bet one of them's at a tavern or alehouse or something, getting their drink on.
You do have a supernatural ability to smell the blood of the type that you can do. So give me a resolve plus composure test.
Resolve and composure.
I'm certain there's some bastards running around. The seed is strong.
Don't start running with it though. Just don't kidnap a kid.
Well then.
I want a kid, I'll get you a kid.
Short time kid or a long time kid?
I could try willpowering, I guess.
You do smell noble. Walking by on a horse, a woman, and 2 children saddled up with her. Walking
do
down
it.
the street.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of the neighborhood is bereft. You don't smell anything. It's late at night. Well, it's still early, but you don't smell any noble except what you smelled here. It's coming from the woman and the children.
Thank
The
God.
3 are
Thank God.
nobles.
You can just
The
take
woman.
Don't worry about the kids. Just leave the kids alone. Just
Leave
take
the kids
woman.
alone.
All right, now that you've spotted them, give me a manipulation plus persuasion check. That is difficulty 5, and you got your successes. So you managed to convince this woman to come with you. Well, how do you do that? What do you tell her? What do you tell her to get her to come with you, to leave her children on the horse and to come with you?
To leave. Does she have like a husband or someone that she's really close to?
Not with her, but she does have a husband.
But she
Yes.
does. Okay. So I could probably use that to my advantage. Like, I know who you are. I know who your husband is. And your husband, I really need to speak with you. I need to speak with you alone. I know your husband. I must speak with you.
If we know my
Something
husband-
like that.
All right. Well, you got it. You got the successes, so she comes with you. And you may feed from her. How much blood would you like to take? Would you like to take your time and take yourself down to 1 and leave her very weak?
I'm going to take just 1. I'll get myself down to 2.
Okay. And what is your desire?
Oh, dear God. To forget last week, to make that not come up.
Okay, to dodge consequences from last week.
There we go. That's exactly it. Dodge the consequences.
Last week. Fair enough. Roswynn, what is your desire?
I think, at least in the short term, Roswynn has her eyes out to acquire a new ghoul because she needs someone to feed from that doesn't make her skin crawl.
Acquire a new ghoul. And Suni, what was yours?
Continue to figure out the status quo and how I fit into it.
Figure out status quo. Well, where I fit in. That's going to happen tonight. Okay. Skinnerick. Plus Carl. Strength plus brawl. Difficulty 4 for you because you have a personal dot of chast, which I'm not taking care of away. You just seem to just have an innate knowledge of the city. So you're difficult. You can take half, I believe.
I will take half.
You will take half. So you just rock up on someone once again.
I find an aleman toting an empty keg out from behind the ale house, and I give him a sleeper hold and drain him so I'm down to 1 hunger. So
Leave him there.
and then I set a tankard in his hand.
And oh, excellent. Thought he said Skinnerick.
You did say Skinnering.
Skinnerick. What's your
And a
desire?
Skinnarinky do to you too.
Exactly. Elephant show. What's your desire?
I think he wants to establish a connection with one of the Canaanites. I think I want to talk to Janice if I can.
Relationship with Janice. Okay. Wulfstann. You are an Osiris, but you have part of your herd back. You found your herd. You found what's left of your cult, and it's come out of the woodwork. That was last week when you found Harold, and you have your ghoul back. You're the first one to get their stuff back. So you have a herd. Would you like to feed from your herd, or would you like to hunt?
I would like to feed from my herd.
All right. And how many points from your herd will you take?
Just one.
Just one? It's leaving you at hunger too?
No, because I succeeded my.
Oh, that's
rouse
right.
check.
That is correct. You were the only one who succeeded in the rouse check.
So it's gonna be at 1.
What is your desire for the evening for Wulfstann?
I think that Wulfstann wants to know how hard it would be to get more information on Winchester, and just to know a bit of what's going on about. He's probably talked to some of the people in his cult, of like, do you have dealings in town? What can you tell me about the town? And would probably be in the process of building himself a little spy network, I would say.
Okay, your own little spy network in the city. That's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Little spy network. Excellent. So we've got everyone's hunger situated. Why don't we get started? We're going to be doing not vignettes this night. We're going to be doing some shared scenes. So this scene is for Kinerick, Roswynn, and Wendreda. Are 3 of you ready?
Yep.
A city built on your bones breathes beneath without you, until tonight, when the wind whispers your names again. Within the amber veil, warmth and shadow mingle. The air is thick with myrrh, wine, and cedar smoke. Candles crowd the shelves like watchful eyes. The velvet curtains ripple with echo each draft, revealing flashes of gold threadery drapery, silver goblets, and the dark glint of blood and crystal. Roswynn, you work in silence, your needle sliding through silk as though tending the fabric of life you no longer own. The thread glows faintly in the firelight, the same shade of gold that once lined the queen's wedding gown. Across from you, Wendreda sits with the poise of a ruler in exile. Your face lowered to the letters sealed in crimson wax. Each bears the mark of a noble house, each one another chain binding you to the living world. Kinerick, you stand behind her, kind of. Chair, half-shadowed, sentinel carved for the habit and hunger. Your eyes track every sound, every flicker of movement beyond the heavy drapes. Outside, wind claws at the shutters. The city's noises fade. No laughter, no trade, only the groan of timbers and the far-off chants of monks at midnight prayer. The veil between faith and fear feels thin tonight. Then, the outer doors open. A gust of sleet spills across the marble, snuffing a line of candles in its path. The scent of wet wool and iron cuts through the incense. 2 figures enter, cloaked, road-worn, and grim. Their boots strike the floor with the weight of judgment. Each wears a small iron cross around his neck, dulled by travel but bright enough to catch the light. For a heartbeat, they don't speak. The only sound is a hiss of melting snow or the faint heartbeat of the house itself. Then, one of them removes his gloves and knuckles red and raw. He bows as he looks to Roswynn. The hour grows late, my ladies. We come seeking warmth and truth. Yes, Keyword?
Blush of health.
Blush of health? Okay.
Same. Same.
Okay, you're all a little bit hungry here.
Jeez.
Since they looked straight at me, I don't want to seem caught off guard, even though I know exactly who I'm looking at. Good evening, my lords. Of course, allow me to grab the lord of the establishment, and I'm sure they'll be able to get you settled. And she's gonna call for Badulf because he specifically mentioned in the last session that he's been trying to have a meeting with these guys.
Kenrick, please make a wits plus insight check. Difficulty 2.
Okay.
All right, so nothing for you. How about you make the same roll, Wendreda?
Can I take half?
You can take half. Absolutely. You recognize the smell of pitch, horse, and sanctified oil on them. You look.
Well then.
The older one looks to you, kind of deliberately. Evening. House keeps his doors open late for a place called the Vale.
A lot of very bored nobles like to come in late at night.
Many in the city keep strange hours.
The youngest one, warmth and ghosts. We're following one. He kind of puts his hand on one of the chairs. A lady, thought buried 10 years. Seems she walks again.
A ghost, you say? How amusing.
Indeed. Absolute ghosts. No, ghosts aren't fun, ma'am. Ghosts aren't fun at all.
Have you battled many ghosts?
Can't really. Shouldn't say. Shouldn't say.
Perhaps you can delight us with some of your tales while you stay.
Don't necessarily have any tales to tell. The younger one goes, "Come on, Adric. Pretty lady wants to hear what you got to say." When the pretty lady asks you a question, you give them an answer. He goes, "That's enough, Adric." They lock out, one of them, the older one, locks eyes with you for a second, Wendreda. Have you heard any tales of a kidnapping ghost, ma'am?
Since when do ghosts kidnap?
He looks away. He goes, "Fair question. Fair question." At this point, Badulf walks in. He goes, if you look, you've yes. I wasn't expecting you so soon. I wasn't expecting you at all. My friends. These are the Winton Brothers. Edric and Colton. They are troublemakers for the most part, but they do solve trouble from time to time. Trouble solvers is the word I like to use to describe them if they can help me with the situation. And what situation is that? The younger one spouts out. Because we have this matter with the cats that needs to be dealt with. What does anyone have to say when he says that? When Battle says the matter of the cats.
Roswynn's got a completely blank stare. She's never noticed anything about cats. What are you talking about?
Didn't we see cats in the rafters like 10 episodes ago?
10 years
Very
ago.
I've seen lots of cats around here. It seems like there's something up with the cats of Winchester.
The older one says, "I think you're trying to distract us, Lord Badulf. I think there's something else you're hiding. And you know something about this lost woman of the southern marches. Kidnapped the alderman's child, somehow returned him." Yes, Roswynn?
I was just gonna ask Wendreda if she and I have had our private conversation, or I'm giving her a look like, what the fuck?
We have had a private conversation
good.
about what has happened.
I stand up. If I may, the tongues of the folk of Winchester, it seems, would only be stilled by the cold of death. They talk behind me as I go and spread tales, so I know not of this missing woman who stole the child.
Why aren't you? The younger one says. He kind of gets real close to you, hunched over just a little bit. He's not very small. He's probably as tall as you are, maybe just a little bit shorter than you. But he kind of hunches over and kind of looks at you, coming up under you, kind of looking under your nose. Sure, you're big. He'd be hard to take down, don't you think? And the other one just puts his hand on his face. That's enough, Colton. Let's just ask the questions we came here to ask. Have you seen the woman, Lord Badulf? It was reported that she came here. He goes, I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about, young man. None whatsoever. And they look to each other. They look to the other people in the room. Would you know anything? They look to Roswynn. Do you know anything?
Roswyn's definitely giving Wendreda the side eye. Like, do you want me to say something here? I'm sorry, my lord. I'm not sure what you're referring to. We recently returned to Winchester. I'm afraid we're a little out of touch with the goings on.
Give me a resolve. I mean, a manipulation plus subterfuge roll. Something about that line.
Sure.
We've just returned that I want to pick apart for a second.
Can I help?
That's pretty good, right? That's pretty good.
I can't see it. It did a
4. I got 4.
Yeah, 4. It completely
Yeah.
botched on my end.
Oh, weird.
Yep, I'm waiting for it to catch up. All right, tell me what I roll. I'm gonna try. I can't even roll. All right, so we'll just wait. You got 4. That's fine. We'll just say that you beat their general difficulty. Let me see that they nod their head. Okay. All right, and they looked at Kinrick again. And they look to Wendreda, and they look at her. He pulls out a piece of parchment. He shows his brother. They look at it. They don't show it to you. You don't see the back. You can only see the back of it. And they're looking at it. He goes, "Do you think that looks like her?" Give me a I still can't. Well, man, I still can't do dice. Give me a wits plus. I'm still waiting for it to go. Give me a wits plus composure check. Wits plus awareness check, everybody.
Wits plus
Difficulty
awareness?
3. Difficulty 3.
I'm gonna take half if I can.
You can take half. Yep.
Oh no!
I'm not killing them.
Oh no! I might be killing them.
Do it.
Nope, you're not killing them. You actually get you get distracted.
Oh, of
by
course I do.
But whatever you've been working on, Roswynn just completely loses it and just becomes distracted. Just
sewing.
Completely, not even sewing, just enamored in whatever it is you've made. You hear Wendreda, because you can take half. Does it look like her? No. Kinda. We kind of got to be sure before we burn somebody. All right, we'll wait.
Who's her?
Is that what you said? If you come around the corner, look at okay.
No, she's thinking that to herself though. She's like, "Ooh, who's her?"
Just talking out loud about burning someone, kind of whispering it. Whispering amongst herself. So Edric looks up. All right, Lord Badulf. You said you haven't seen anything. We'll be on our way. Colton, stop looking at the pretty ladies. Let's get going. At that, the two of them leave the Amber Vale, leaving it to just the 4 of you. Badulf looks at both of you and goes, "What have you gotten yourselves into?"
So Wendreda doesn't know what to say about that. She kind of just lets out a sigh. She actually, it's like her way of saying something, but not really. Like, it's me.
It's clear who they're looking for. We must discuss this in a private chamber.
Just a little bit. Is Roswynn still stuck in her? Still stuck? Okay.
Completely enamored with what I'm doing. I have no idea what's happening around me.
Since I got a 4 on my wits and awareness roll, can I notice that she's just kind of nose down despite the fact of what just happened?
Yes, and you've seen this before.
Just give a big snap of my fingers right in front of her nose.
I'll probably like push your hand away. Like, what are you doing?
All right. So eventually she does come to, and you're going to take this to a private room in the Vale?
Yes.
This needs to be in a private room.
Go for it. Have at it. Badulf shows you to one. I don't know why he's showing you to one. He's the prince, but he tells you where there is one. He expects you to know where it is.
Should we have Badulf join us for our conversation? He seems to know who those two are.
Should I be telling other people?
I mean, it's gonna come out one way or another, so I'd just assume get it out in front of everybody.
I mean, it's obvious. It's obvious they're looking for me, so I guess I do have to tell everybody. Wonderful. Hope everyone can keep a secret.
Fantastic. We probably have an invisible guest as well, just to everybody remember that.
Is there any way that, like, is there anyone in this room that can see if she's there?
Technically, the only person in this room who knows about her would be Roswynn, and she has yet to share that with us.
Anarawd and Roswynn know, but here's the thing: is Ros knows that she can't say anything out loud about it as long as she's in the Vale. She's been in the Vale all week with you guys. She hasn't had a private moment to be like, "Hey, by the way, there's an invisible lady."
Right. So you're bringing Badulf into this conversation, I take it?
Yeah.
If that's the case, he lets you into his counting room. And he takes a seat at his desk. He moves a pile of coins, a bag of coins to one side, another bag of coins to the other side. And he makes space and he goes, "What's on your mind, children?"
Those two that just came riding through the Vale, I think I know who they're coming from.
He raises an eyebrow. Elaborate.
The beast might have gotten a hold of me. Has it been a week since all this?
Yes, it's been about a week, yep.
Okay, so last week the beast might have won against me for a change, and I might have momentarily taken another child that is not related to me in any way for like an hour, and then I returned the child unharmed, completely fine. And now there are people looking for the ghost who stole a child.
More details. Start from the beginning, please.
You know how we lost 10 years, correct?
I am keeping that in mind while I listen to this.
I went home. What was my home, which is rightfully my home. And I was a little angry, maybe a little hungry too, a lot angry, just a lot angry. And the anger took control I tried to take control of the situation. The situation got completely out of my control. And instead of using my brain and thinking, I continued to just throw caution to the wind. And it ended with me maybe accidentally throwing the child out the window, but catching it in the hay before running off with the child and then returning it an hour later.
How did you kidnap?
So, the bastard child of my dead husband, his eldest son.
Why?
I wanted my home back and he wouldn't give me my home back. I wanted to send a message.
So you kidnapped this child. Does he know it was you?
Yes. Well, okay. So kidnapping might be a little strong. I asked the child, I used dominance to have the child come to me. Brought the child to me.
He locks eyes with you?
Yeah,
his
I'm
eyes-
not. Can I look away?
You can try. Hold
I
on.
want to look. I was
One
gonna say she's
second.
been like looking at the ground this whole time. There's no way she's looking at him as she's telling this story.
There's a
'cause
roll.
This is
There's a
insane.
roll. This is insane. Exactly. He hasn't been looking at you like this until just now. Let me get to the roll.
You just admitted to breaking like one of his laws.
Yeah, I know, and I really don't care at this point because I'm just fucked anyways.
That's before we knew it was the law.
Exactly that too.
Yes, yeah.
All right. It is a
There, I went good.
charisma plus presence versus your wits plus composure. He is
Wits
hungered
and
one.
composure.
Yep. Oh, that's too many dice. All right, 4, and you failed. So
Can I willpower that? What
that
is
one
it?
dice, you may try. You need to get that, or you're.
I
So
didn't
not
get it.
only are you locked by the serpent's gaze, you get a chance to escape any turn after the first by spending a willpower, but right now you are locked into his gaze. But you are also under your compulsion of arrogance now because you got a bestial failure.
So this is going to be a fun
So-
test of wits.
So think of how this man has usurped your title, your position as Prince of the City, without even doing anything to you. And now he sits here in judgment of you. So you are locked in by the eyes of the serpent for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can spend a willpower if you want now to break it.
I would like to spend a willpower to break it. So do I have to do anything?
You have to act arrogantly.
I have to act arrogantly.
Yep, and hold on, let me get the exact wording for you. Oh, I just hurt my finger bad. Compulsion. Do apologize. I did not expect this at the exact same time as serpent's eye of the serpent. Compulsion. Whoa, wait. All right, you are a ventru, arrogance. The need to rule rears its head in the vampire. They stop at nothing to assume command of a situation. Someone must obey an order from the vampire. Any action not directly associated with leadership receives a 2 dice penalty. This compulsion lasts until an order has been obeyed, though that order must not be supernaturally enforced, such as through dominate. So you cannot use dominate to get him to follow your orders. You have to make an order. Someone has to follow it. And scene. Go for it.
All right, you gotta give me a couple of minutes to think about this.
Wendreda, the season 3 wild card.
I know, right? Okay. So arrogance. And so Badulf has been looking at me, and I know damn well that he has been judging me. And that's what's going to come up. She's going to look at him and be like, you're seriously going to judge me right now. You're going to judge me on what I did when you've been around longer than me, and you've probably done worse than kidnapping a child. How dare you? How dare you judge me? How dare you sit there in my seat and judge me for something that I did because I lost 10 years of my life? And then I'm going to look at Kinerick. Hold on.
Burger.
Making a resolve plus composure check for Badulf.
Oh God. We'll go from 2 Ventru to 0 Ventru in this coterie.
I know, right? I don't know what I want to tell Kinerick to do something. I want to
Ask him to
give
kill
him
me.
the order instead of Badulf because, God damn it.
You would do it too.
Exactly. So it's like I want to give something to him because in this arrogance of how fucking dare you sit there and look at me like that because I know you've been doing that, and just looking at Kinerick in her anger and just being like, do something.
I feel like you just look at Kinerick and be like, you wipe that stupid smile off your face and sit the fuck down.
It's either that or she just looks at me and just says, fucking do something.
This is amazing.
And again, I need to remind people she's all of like 5'1", 5'2", and she's sitting here losing her shit.
Badulf is sitting there unimpressed. Have you said enough?
Yes, I have.
Please sit down.
And then she does. She sits down and she like smooths her dress out and she goes, and she folds her hands really nicely in her lap and she sits quietly.
I scoot her seat forward because she had pushed it back when she said it.
Who knew of this? Breach
Just
of the
those in the
Masquerade.
room. Just those in the room. Kinerick was the first to know. Roswynn I told because I trust her more than anything. And, well, those two came into your home, so I'm telling you. And plus you're the prince.
Who you weren't going to tell until the Wintons came to my establishment.
I was going to at some point. I did not find it prudent to mention it just yet.
It was our intention to bring it to your attention, Lord Badulf, before I attempted to go visit my niece and see if I could smooth the situation over. But I did want your advice before I proceeded with that plan.
He stops for a moment. He pauses. He does not lose his composure, but he stops and takes a beat. And then a second beat. Should I not amend my laws to encompass the children and families of eldermen as well?
I can assure you this will never happen again. I am not one to hurt children or want to hurt children. All I want is the aldermen.
Hurting a child is immaterial to me. It's how you went about and did it, and used your powers in public and broke the masquerade to do so.
Like I said, it was the heat of the moment.
For some Saxon brat.
I mean, weren't I a Saxon brat at one point?
Or a Saxon brat this evening.
I wear that with a badge of honor.
Hold on, 1 second.
Kinerick can't help but break a big smile.
Badulf looks to Roswynn. And this is your niece? Your niece's son was kidnapped?
Yes, my lord. I did not know it until I had the discussion with Lady Wendreda, but apparently in the 10 years that has passed, my niece was married to her bastard stepson. Yes.
So it is your family that was harmed. Your line.
I believe no harm came to the child, although I believe he was probably quite scared. She's not smiling, by the way. She's trying her best to keep her expression completely blank, although she does want to smile a little bit.
Kenrick, let me ask you. I'm presented with the situation. Obviously, I cannot let this go unpunished. But it is not my family who was harmed in this, though it was my masquerade that was. The harm comes to Roswynn's family. Do you not believe it would only be fitting if the matter of prestation was then between Wendreda and Roswynn?
I'm not versed in matters of prestation. This is something we were just learning these 10 years ago before we traveled through to this year. I cannot advise you on your decision, but I would only advise you to take time to decide. It was a rash moment and an emotional discovery after an extraordinary evening before we were aware of your court's laws.
What
I
else?
would claim extenuating circumstances.
What else happened under the auspices of not knowing my court's laws?
For myself, I do not know, and I was not made aware of Wendreda's actions exactly until tonight, for I did not ask. I saw the child. He did not appear harmed, merely shaken. I dressed him in a cloak to warm him of the night, and we returned him before arriving here.
Excellent. Battle looks to Roswynn. Arpy, understand that I'm very, very disappointed in the Lady Wendreda. But I'm not finished with the matter. We're only putting it on to the back for now. There are other more important things to worry about, such as the Winton Brothers.
Yes, you know of them. Who are they?
He told
During
us
the
that.
burning times of '03, their father was burned alive for performing unsanctioned exorcisms. They have been known to be witch hunters. They've traveled the roads from Mercia all the way to the coast, investigating, hunting. They've even killed one of our own, one of Aldhelm's. They're formidable. I thought it best to keep an eye on them. I did not know they were hunting one of us.
Perhaps they could be thrown off that trail.
They are a pernicious lot. 1 second, please.
Everybody plot while the storyteller's gone. Plot.
They're a pernicious lot. They'll be hard to throw off the trail if they've got wind or a picture.
Well,
Perhaps if I can go and speak with my niece and her husband, convince them that it was a deranged moment after coming back from years of captivity. Create the story that we were Frankish prisoners, expected to come home to your loving home, and instead you were cast out. It was a moment of emotion. You feel terrible for it. You just need an audience with your dear stepson.
See to it. I don't want to have to hear this again.
Yes, my lord.
it will be taken care of.
It will be, Wendreda. It will be. And to assure that you will find yourself in debt to this court for a major boon.
Oh, so another one. Okay. I can handle that.
With that, he looks to Kinnery. He goes, "We need to speak, man to man."
Perhaps, but I think we shall take our own counsel, and then I shall find you.
And he takes a beat. Says, "Very well. The door's over there that way." Points to the door to his counting room.
Perhaps it's best if you not have one of these conversations with Suni in here. You might find yourself a little light.
I'll keep that in mind.
And get up and I open the door for the ladies. Ladies, tips
And-
Fedora.
And the lady walks out.
What you mean?
All right. As you three leave, where do you go from here? Sounded like you had more talking you wanted to do.
Did we have anything discussed without Badulf in the room?
Nothing necessarily. I think I just need to go make my way to the Southern Marches and see if I can smooth things over with the family. And kind of go from there.
And I just got to stay out of trouble until then. That's going to be easy.
We're gonna have to be able to convince these brothers that you're not actually a ghost or a witch. So we gotta work on that.
It's a shame Suni can't change my facial features yet.
Why would
I
you
would
want
advise
to?
you
You guys
to
are so
stay
mean to
out
him.
of.
I'm going to
Nobody's there.
apologize. I told him I was going to apologize.
I would
Okay.
advise you against staying in the common rooms of the Vale, but that is your choice to make.
I will be staying in my room where no one can find me and no one can see me, and I will stay out of trouble. I promise.
I escort her to her room, and if that's all, then I'll go back and I'll speak with Badulf. I bid
Alright.
Roswynn a good journey and good luck.
All right, you go in to speak to Badulf. Go ahead. Approach him. You
What
want...
is it?
Oh, go ahead.
What is it you wish to speak to me about?
Have a seat, Genrick. Have a seat. I understand that you lost perhaps the most out of all of them. Temporal power, wealth, men. Do you plan to reacquire these things? I know it would be within your Ventrue blood to do so, and I wouldn't hold it against you.
I am uncertain at this time. Would it not be to the king to seek me to bestow upon me my title?
I don't believe that would be a wise course of action. Take thingship under Egbert. I think
Indeed.
there are other ways to be a warlord of the night.
I wish to seek Janus, to seek counsel from a fellow Ventrue who is learned of the older ways of the Cainites. See what steps I should take to secure myself outside of mortal schemes.
He leans back with his arms crossed over his chest. Big smile on his face. You seek Janus's counsel. Wise. Wise. He's an elder. He'll have much information to tell you. Many good things, I'm sure. He'll give you the education you so sorely needed from Aldegar. Seek out
One
Janus.
Yes, one cannot discount the knowledge gained from those older than us. I would ask you take lenience on Wendreda. She is still just a girl put in a position beyond herself. I do not know what caused her to act the way she did, though what we experienced that week was beyond anything I experienced as a mortal or Cainite.
We will see how this issue with the Wintons is handled before I pass judgment. If there's blowback on the entire court, There'll be very little I can do to save her life.
It seems their wisdom is their greatest strength. What do they know of us?
I don't know. That's why I invited to speak with them. I had no idea they'd be here hunting the ghost of the Southern Marches. I wish to gauge them in conversation.
It seems there is much to learn from them as well.
Indeed.
Perhaps I can challenge the smaller one. He seemed quite fascinated with me.
They look both of you at the same height as you, my friend.
One had lifts in his boots. I could see it. It seems that peril is never far from us, though we claim to be predators of the night. I will take your counsel and not seek thainship.
Find other ways to increase your wealth and your reputation. They're there for the taking. And if I see opportunity, I'll steer it towards you. If you work for me, I'll cover you in glory.
I am wary of consigning myself to another, though if perhaps the manor at Basing could be restored, I would definitely owe you a great boon.
Don't look at it like that. I'd look at it as an investment in you as an investment in the future of this domain. If Basing being brought back to life will help stabilize this domain by stabilizing you, I'll gladly invest in such an endeavor. All I ask is for your counsel in the future, that you listen to what I have to say.
I will always listen, though I guarantee no opinion.
Of course. Good. I'll get my people together. They'll speak to you on the rebirth of Basing, and we will rebuild it together.
I thank you. Where might I find Janus, and should I likewise seek out Cadmus, or is he one I might avoid?
I will have Janus approach you. He does not like being surprised.
That would speak to his ears, and I thank you likewise.
I will arrange a meeting for you. Very good. I now have to worry about this Winton issue. Please enjoy the rest of your evening.
I take my leave. Good evening.
All right. Roz, we're gonna get to you and at Southern Marches shortly. But we will be moving toward our other scene with Anarawd, Suni, and Wulfstann. Are the three of you ready?
Yep.
I was born ready.
Frost whitens the stones of the grove, the same stones where Leif once knelt in trance, listening for prophecy. Now the oaks stand bare and black against the winter sky, their roots clutching at the ruins of an older faith. The shrine lies half buried in ivy, its carvings fading between cross and rune, saint and spirit. A small fire burns within the broken circle. Its smoke curls upward, its thin silver ribbons carrying the scent of resin and myrrh, an offering for one who never came home. Snow gathers on the idol's shattered face, filling the hollow where eyes once were. Three Canaanites stand in a ring of light. Anarawd, whose words once argued with Leif's visions. Suni, who studied what the seer saw and feared it might be true. And Wulfstann, who feels the land itself mourning its lost prophet. No priests come here, no mourners, no songs of absolution, only the hiss of fire, the creak of frost, and the weight of names unsaid. For a heartbeat, the flames flare, and the shadows stretch long across the snow. 4 shapes instead of 3. Then the light gutters, and the wind moves on. Tell me what you've brought for Leif. if you're here to celebrate Leif's life. Baby.
I think what would Anarawd have brought? When he did his divination, he used bones, right? He used to cast
He cast
like
bones.
runestones.
Yep, runestones.
Yeah. So he would have a set. He'd maybe have even managed to obtain Leif's runes, and he'd have them in the little bag, and he'd place them down on the altar, close to the fire, with a kind of a sad or pensive look on his face, and the both of you would see that Anarawd has changed his appearance. Since you saw him last time, he's shaved. He's cut his hair very short, and he has shaved his beard and left a very large mustache. So it kind of it looks a little unusual to you. He hasn't explained why he's done this or anything like that, but you guess that he's trying to lie low. But as he places the runes down, he looks to Suni, who's next in line.
I don't think I have anything for him. I returned his axe when I sent him to Valhalla.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing that really really strikes a memory with me is the axe that
Yes.
he gave me when I told him that I didn't have a weapon. So I'll just where did you say you put the bones?
Yeah, there's like an old altar here, isn't there?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'll approach the altar and just touch it with one hand and look down.
This is the old grove, the old meeting conspiracy grove that you're at.
As
Oh.
Suni is doing that, he would probably hear the sound of an uncorked bottle, and probably the bottle tapping him on his shoulder, passed on from Wulfstann.
I will grab the bottle, pass it on to Anarawd.
He takes a sniff of it.
It's probably something strong. It's probably not something fancy. Probably like something that could be taken off a shelf that no one would miss it.
Can't drink this, you know.
It's not for you. It's for the earth.
Well,
Safe passage.
shall I?
Wulfstann would not.
I take the bottle and I upend it, pouring it around the altar and the fire.
Now silence falls upon the shore. The sea keeps still her ancient breath. Pyres lit and raven soars. A soul sails west through gates of death. No coward's song, no weeping wind shall mar the deed, that name we know. For fire may fade, and time, go look towards Suni for a second, be blind. Yet courage carves in stone and ruins. The mead hall waits with open doors. The hall father, Woden's hall, rings loud and clear. The fallen feasts on golden floors, their horns raised high for those still here. So let the earth drink, my friend, in this hall under the sky. where shields gleam bright and swords still gleam over the horizon. You will meet again when your dawn will rise to join the fight beyond the dream.
Very nice. And that's what you hear. You hear very nice from behind the three of you as Cadwyr steps out of the shadows.
Then we'll
Good
probably
Ah.
stay unmoving.
Good evening, children.
Cadwyr.
It is
Good
good to see
evening.
you once more.
The prince had said you had returned.
I
We
tried
have.
to seek you out.
I know. I've been trailing you.
I must thank you, Cadwyr, for protecting my haven while I was away.
It seemed to be the courteous thing to do. After you'd been
It's
gone
much
for after
appreciated.
you'd been gone for years, I didn't want any rats to move in. You found it to your standards when you returned?
Not completely unchanged, as if I had never left.
Excellent. I see the three.
Wulfstann at
Go ahead, Wolfson.
Wulfstann at this would probably take a second and then get up and turn around to take a measure of the man. Kind of like, almost like Wulfstann normally like is hunched a bit and stuff like that. He'd probably like unfurl himself a bit to get a measure of the height of Cadwyr, because I don't think they've met.
They haven't
or
met.
They met, it was only in passing. So it's just like, kind of like when a wild animal meets another of its kind, like trying to gauge like which is the strongest, I would say.
Cadwyr is a leprous, bent over man in black in molted black monk robes.
So
Right.
Wulfstann at least knows that in Canaanite culture, that doesn't mean
That doesn't mean
that he's
anything.
not capable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You will note that Anarawd gives a great deal of physical deference to Cadwyr.
Oh. Okay.
Like he stands, he kind of like it's not like he expects to like throw down or anything, but he kind of stands, a little there's a distance between them, a physical distance.
Okay.
He's just out of arms grabbing range,
Weisborn. You're
You are.
you're a sight I didn't expect to see at this grove.
It is under the sky, and as far as I know, the earth below does not belong to anybody. Not
This-
even your little birds.
This special little place was very special to this coterie of kindred Canaanites for so long. Aldhelm told me about it.
Aldhelm,
Yes, Aldhelm.
affair that you probably know how he is doing.
Aldhelm persists.
So I've heard. I'm gonna get closer, and I would extend a harm in greetings.
He
Whatever
kind
his
of,
appearance
he
is.
backs up slightly, and he doesn't want to touch you. He goes, and he brings a hand up. He goes, I mean no offense, but I do not like physical contact.
None taken. And I'll make a mental note of that.
He goes, I seek you out because Suni sought me out. How may I help you, Suni?
I had just intended to attempt to understand the position we now find ourselves in and what I can do to benefit myself, I suppose.
The first that you can do is he looks at you. He looks closely at you. is to learn how to mask your face. It seems you've gone through some changes. It's still you under there. I still see you. But
I believe my hood was probably up.
no, it was, but he has heightened senses.
Okay.
I see you under there. It's still you. But even I must hide not what I am now. Can you believe that? I must hide what I am now. Things were so
Who?
much easier under Wendreda.
So much easier because there were less rules and regulation. It seems that the world is slowly becoming smaller.
Smaller indeed.
The wild is retreating. The heart of man is becoming bold.
Cadwyr, I was under the impression that you were an office holder in Prince Badulf's court.
Keep of secrets at your service.
Well,
Just because I am a member of the court does not mean that I cannot reminisce about easier times.
No, or create another secret to whisper into the prince's ears about us clearly being also discontent with his rule. Because we both know that truth can be faked and created.
Anyone who would do something so manipulative could never be trusted as keeper of secrets.
I would give him a look like, right.
In any case, it is my intent to survive these nights, and in doing so, I believe following the rules is in order.
Indeed. Indeed. Now that's enough talk in jest, yes. You are correct. If you wish to thrive within Winchester, you must understand the prince's law and follow it. It's not harsh.
It did
So
not seem so.
I do hold some regret that we can no longer influence the church. I find it grows like a weed when it's not properly pruned.
Eventually, branches will fracture. Church will lose its power. It's a matter of time, like all human institutions do.
The palace and the church are vastly intertwined, stronger than I've ever seen. Even if we wanted to have influence within the palace, it would be nearly impossible. It seems your archbishop has become quite the provocateur, Anarawd. I'm not sure when this happened or how it happened, but he became quite the zealot over the last decade. Found himself promoted to the Archbishop of all of Wessex.
I'm astonished myself. He was on the edge of death when I found him. How he survived.
How old is he?
53?
Very.
Oh, so another 10 years and that problem will be solved on its own. Perfect.
I believe he was the ghoul of Alias before he belonged to me.
He was.
So 53, is that the case? Or is that how old he says he is?
I believe that is how old he is. 53.
All that rich living in the church must age you then. I was perhaps a little harsh with him the last time we spoke. He seems to have had a reaction against our kind because of it.
Ah, you are the devil that gave him his fate.
The very same.
What an interesting story. You should write it.
Perhaps I will.
Isn't it ironic, though, of a man of the church finding fate through a devil?
Believe that that's the purpose of devils.
I'm very sure the
But-
church would disagree, but yes.
Is he a threat, Cadwyr, to us?
Is he a threat to us? No, unless he is provoked. Unless
I think a
someone,
more
unless one of us approaches him again, and establishes contact,
Hmm.
I think a
unknown to
more
the prince.
Hmm.
I think a proper question could be asked of who are the enemies of Winchester in this day and age?
The enemies of
We heard-
Winchester.
We heard of brothers that hunt the night. We've heard of Ardwald in the wind, of the church burning more and more.
Aldhelm and his brood haunt the roadways between here and Mercia at night. The Winton brothers also patrol the roadways between here and night, but they hunt something different.
What do they hunt?
They hunt the unclean, the supernatural.
So why hasn't they gotten rid of Ardwald yet?
They've gotten Aldhelm. They've taken Aldhelm's childhood.
Aldhelm, sorry.
Yes. They have taken many of his children. They just have not gotten him yet. And they're rather adept at taking Canaanites down.
And you're a very knowledgeable person. How? How do they do it?
How did they do it? Sword, fire, sunlight, holy water,
Obstinacy.
magic.
I see. But they do
Magic.
not wear the vestments of any
No,
beliefs of the church.
no, none whatsoever. They are 2 steps away from being excommunicated like their father was.
Interesting.
Ironic, a situation where having an archbishop as a ghoul would actually be useful.
They hunt the unclean. Maybe somebody should whisper in their ears that the archbishop at one point was.
No.
By unclean, I mean pagan. Their words, not mine.
Of course. Of course.
Cadwyr, can you explain something to us? How did Badulf persuade Cadmus and Janus to join him? And how did he escape the scrutiny of Arcadius?
That is a very interesting tale. One that I was front row and center for. It had been 3 years after your disappearance. We had no idea where you'd went. First, we thought that you had escaped with Gifu, but when she was found at the Abbey, and you were nowhere to be found, and none of you were to be found, life went on for some time. Until time passed. Weeks turned into months, months into years. Eventually, Janus and Cadmus began asking questions. Badulf and myself, we met in secret. We had a discussion. I told him I did not want to stand out as prince, and that I would not do so. He did not seem to be very enthused with the prospect, but he chose to take the position. And we presented the situation to Cadmus and Janus. It almost came to blows. Cadmus drew swords and went to attack Badulf. Janus drew his sword and came to Badulf's aid. Badulf forced them both to drop their swords with the use of his most powerful abilities. I was asked to leave at that point, and I don't know what was said in the room. But when I was asked to return, Cadmus was on his knees, swearing fealty to Janus. Janus was swearing fealty to Badulf.
Cadmus was swearing to Janus.
Yes.
Janus was swearing to Badulf.
Yes.
And neither of them follow the ways of Mithras these nights.
Not that I am aware. I do not know. I do not know the ways of Mithras to begin with.
Bizarre. Did you get the impression that Badulf was a Cainite of such age and power that he could simply change the minds of these two?
He leans in close. He's not. He comes back forward, comes back, pulls back.
Do you believe that he is sponsored?
I believe that he has a power, an ability, and I don't know where it comes from.
Power to change the heart?
And minds of powerful Cainites.
Interesting.
Fascinating.
You said that he was not interested in being prince. What is your take on it? Was he really not interested? Was he making a show of it, or was he truly trying to remain as unscrupulous?
He has fallen into the position with grace. He has done nothing but see to the city. There's been no troubles. There have been no raids. We've had no breaches of the Masquerade. The only Cainites who've been hunted have been the Aldhelm's children.
So in essence, it's been almost too perfect.
No such thing as too perfect. It was like as it was when Alias was in charge. The interregnum of the fledgling is over. That is what matters.
Can we be sure that Badulf is not alias?
Badulf is not
under
Alias.
an assumed alias?
I've seen Alias's body. I've seen his remains.
As have I. Well, I can't say I'm upset that we missed the deadline set for us by Arcadius.
That came and went. Arcadius himself came here to speak to Badulf, to judge him. But they went into a room. The two of them. They came out fast friends.
Huh, another miraculous change of heart. Thank you, Cadwyr. As always, you're a faithful friend to have.
Now, I have some questions I'd like to ask the three of you. How do you intend to upset the pumped potato cart? The turnip cart?
Why do
The
you
cabbage
assume that we
cart.
want to? Why? There are my cabbages. Why do you assume that we want to do anything of the sort?
So much was
I'm gonna
lost in
eye
10 years.
I'm gonna eye Anarawd and Suni, just being like,
I have learned my lesson. I wish nothing more than to age in secret until such a time as I am needed.
Suni, that's such a fatalistic outlook. You have an eternity.
Indeed.
There's no time to be fatalistic. Live for the night. You get no second chances.
I don't know about that.
Cadwyr looks listful. 10 years. You've been gone 10 years. You've missed so much in so much time. Age, Egbert, Aldrich, everything. The burning times. They burned so many.
That one I'm happy about.
They burned so many. Mm.
You seem nostalgic for the good old days, Cadwyr.
A burned pagan is a good pagan. Looks at the twice-born.
doesn't even
Wasn't-
blink.
Wasn't quite what I meant. You mentioned Wendreda before.
Wendreda. Wendreda. What to do about Wendreda?
What would you have us do about Wendreda?
If I were Wendreda's keeper, I would put her on a very short leash. She will be on very thin ice with the prince, I'm sure. Once he's discovered what she has done.
What's she done?
You don't know. You hadn't heard.
No.
Oh, no.
What has she done?
Oh. Amazing. I wonder if the prince let her tell him, or if he let her know that he knew already. Either way, apparently she kidnapped the son of the alderman of the Southern Marches. She approached the gate,
She
demanded to be let in, demanded that the castle be given over to her. And when that did not happen, she demanded the child to come with her, and then proceeded to throw him out a window.
Oh, that's beautiful.
She threw a child out of a window.
I went. Oh, so marvelous. I also am going to
Child of
pretend
her
I
own
do not know
lineage.
this.
Remind
Oh,
me,
Wendreda.
Anarawd, hadn't we spoken that if we wanted things to move onward, we would be stopping to play with kings and other powers? Wasn't that the agreement?
Well, we have been informed that we were to do no such thing by our prince, and naturally we would abide by that.
No, I meant before this time period, when we had our meeting about the future of Winchester.
I think, yeah, did we not
We
decide
did.
that we weren't going to do this?
Yes, we agreed that we would not do such things.
Well, perhaps we should have a discussion with Wendreda about boundaries.
Is she unwell?
This
We all are.
transition must have been hard on her.
None of us are well. We're all cursed.
I would argue that I'm well enough.
Well enough and well are quite far apart on the path, don't you think?
Suni, it feels as if you are surviving where you should be thriving.
Yes, I should be, and I could be one day, but that day is not today.
I understand.
First of all, for me to thrive, I would need to at least understand where I am in this new time. We've been here a week. Skipped 10 years and we've been here in a week. It's not easy to regain your bearings.
As
come, my friend.
Suni's gonna as Suni's gonna say that, I'm gonna turn towards Cadwyr for a second.
Mm.
Are you against sharing? If little birds and other individuals start listening in, am I going to be finding some of my brood dead because you do not want to share in the information you collect? Or is this opened? After all, one must try to get their bearings around here.
I'm not a violent man,
That doesn't answer my question.
and neither are my methods.
There. Thank you. I just wanted the confirmation that I was not threading where you would push back.
I have no qualms with you establishing your own network. I've
feel
let
there's a but
Suni's
coming.
guild thrive in the time since he's been gone.
I appreciate this.
So you will
You had a
find my
hand in this as well,
You will find my fingerprints in it. I saw an opportunity, Suni. I do hope you don't mind too much.
No, absolutely. I appreciate what you've done for me.
With that,
It's nice to know that someone's still looking out for me.
I tried. We had no. Once again, I said we have no idea where you went.
I thought that
As a matter of fact, I still don't know. Where did you go?
Nowhere.
we didn't go anywhere. In truth, the 10 years passed for us in a night. We were at the wedding hall in Basing, and Robin Goodfellow showed up. Do you know Robin Goodfellow?
No, I am not aware.
Perhaps if you do seek him out, use care. Fey being seems quite powerful, seems quite smart as well. He summoned all the 6 of us to stand a trial for the failed wedding. It wasn't the first time that he summoned us either. Sure, it won't be the last. But he knows not to bite off more than he can chew. He when he summoned those of us, the noted absences were clear enough to me, at least. Yourself, Badulf, Janus, Cadmus. He toys with what he can, and I suppose that's some sort of intelligence for him. Anyways, we went on trial for ruining his wedding, ruining his fun. The fair fickle lot, I guess. And at said trial, I chose to speak my mind on what I've said here, and also that he was a known welcher. Is welcher a term at this point? I'm making welcher a term.
You invented it. Here we go.
He's Welsh.
as someone who's basically Welsh, I'm offended. Anarawd is anyway, not me.
But yes, he is known to go back on his deals, so I'm sure we'll see him again. But yeah, he did not like being called out as such, and spoke some rhyme, and snapped his fingers, and we appeared at sundown 1 week ago
Cadwyr
at the Hall of Passing.
takes a step back. Says, "Is this true?" He looks to Anarawd and he looks to Wulfstann.
I'm afraid so. Capricious
Aye.
creature has been bothering us for some time. Seems to have
That's true.
developed an obsession specifically with Kenrick.
He put the man on trial for lack of mirth many years ago. A different trial.
An interesting story. Interesting. I'm sorry you went through that.
I am sorry as well. However,
the night is late and I must be going. I have their secrets to be kept, the secrets to be told.
I do appreciate you meeting me here, Cadwyr. I had thought I had lost you as well.
I was surprised to see the note return, but we will speak again. With that, he takes a step back into the shadows, and he vanishes.
And while they're looking at him, I vanish.
And snow drifts down, soft as dust on a closed book. By dawn, no mortal eye will know what was said here, but somewhere in frost or in fire, the seer of Winchester still listens. We're going to cut to our 10-minute break, folks. We'll be right back. It's a little bit late, but we're still on time. I will see you shortly. One. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for sitting through our 10-minute break where we stretch our legs, get drinks, do bio breaks, get a snack, do all that stuff that we need to do so we can keep pushing through and putting on the best possible show we can. I'm going to go through, we're going to do our mid-session check-in, make sure everyone's all good with everything that's been going on so far. It's been a little bit intense. We're going to start with Ellie. Ellie, it's been the most intense probably for you.
Oh, doing just great. She's got 2 hunters after her. We're doing wonderful over here.
Excellent. Wulfstann, how's things good for you, buddy? Check, check. Wulfstann?
Oh, for me, sorry.
Yes.
That's not his name.
That's Quickcraft right
Sorry. Hey, I'm fully here now.
now. Okay, excellent. Kenrick, keyword savior.
I am doing great. I'm having a blast. This is so much fun. Everybody's killing it.
No problem. Keyword, just Joshy. Hanging in there. Living on a prayer. I love it. Davey.
I'm good. Yep, having a great time. I'm just enjoying the show right now. Everyone's so chaotic.
Excellent. And that brings us to Roswynn. Everything good?
Having a wonderful Monday evening as always.
Fantastic. So I figured everybody's going to want to get together and talk about what they've learned so far this evening. So I expected that everybody would be going back to the Vale after Badulf had gone off to do his own business. Is that a correct assumption that of what we wanted to do?
Yeah, let's go to the Vale.
Let's go to the Vale. All right. The night has not ended. The snow still remembers their names, Leif amongst them, whispered where no priest dares pray. In the hills, the fire guttered out beneath the frost, and the living spoke to the dead. In Winchester, the hounds of faith caught his new scent. Now the wind carries ash back to the city, into silk, into letters, into dreams. Dawn awaits beyond the Vale, but for those who feed by candlelight, one question burns colder than the snow. What did you bring back from the dark? The night's heart has nearly burned itself out. Candle smoke drifts through the rafters like pale ghosts. Its scent of cedar and blood wine clings to the drapes. Outside, the snow is hardened into glass, smooth, untouched, erasing the footprints that once marked the road to the hills. The Amber Vale's doors close against the wind of the low groan. Thank you for the raid, Super Cyber Station. The Amber Vale's doors close against the wind with a low groan. The little warmth remains there in the prince's private hall, an island of velvet shadow. In the flickering light, the hearth cracks meekly, its flame buried under ash. One by one, the coterie arrives. The curtain stirs, boots track mud across the marble, cloaks steam faintly as the frost melts off them. Each Canaanite enters with the same sounds, the slow rhythm of the coals shifting like beneath their stone. Badulf is absent. His chair stands empty, its carved frame gleaming like the dark wings of the firelight. Only Roswynn waits within, motionless beside her embroidery frame. Still, motionless, looking at her dress from before, only now coming out of it. On the stone before it sits a shallow bowl, half filled with cooling ash. Gray's fine dust faintly stirred by the draft. Something about it smells of the grove. Roswynn, you're just now coming out of your trance. Everyone else is arriving back to the Vale.
Wendreda's been here the whole time. She's coming down from her room because she knows she's not leaving the building for a little bit. She needs to be smart.
Not unaccompanied.
All right. Yeah, I imagine I'm just kind of looking around the room and looking at everyone and
Yeah,
just waiting to see who's going to speak first.
Anarawd steps forward as you see as well that he has changed his appearance, and he just kind of goes, "Good evening. Something interesting there you're looking at? Quite absorbed in your work?"
Yes, just a new embroidery I've been preoccupied with. Something about the background I can't figure out what's wrong. And she just kind of trails off and starts staring at it again for a few moments.
The big dog would sit beside her and stare at the at the embroidery, kind of like tilting its head.
The elbow.
The sight of you walking up would probably snap her out of it again. Like, oh yeah, we're here for a purpose.
How's life in the Amber Vale treating you both? Hello, Wendreda. How have you been?
Wonderful. How have you been? I like your new face.
Well, I decided that Anarawd couldn't return to Winchester, so now I will be Gladwine for the benefit of the people out there. I'm going to be. Okay. So I am a bard, recently returned from Brittany, which is why I have the accent. And I'm going to try really hard not to play as well as Anarawd did, because I don't want to attract the attention of any of the normal things that, plague us whenever we bring too much attention to ourselves.
Normal.
Roswynn can't help but smirk a little bit when he says this because she knows that that's just so against his nature. She doesn't say anything, but there's a definite smirk on her face.
Quirked eyebrow.
Well, anyway.
I'm afraid we do
Is-
have some new trouble.
Oh, new trouble. Well, let's hear it.
I didn't even do anything.
I cannot fault you for this one, Master Suni.
Wulfstann's gonna changing to his standard guise. Is it about is it about our former prince Wendreda throwing childrens out of windows?
Only circumstantially.
I'm not going to talk about the child in the window right now. But yes, circumstantially, it does have something to do with me.
They are related, yes.
Brothers, the Wintons.
The hunters.
The pagan hunters, yes.
And you would know it by the look of them.
Right now, they're looking for a ghost of a woman who kidnaps kids. They don't say anything about windows, just that she kidnaps kids.
Maybe they don't know about the window.
So you still have the child.
I do not have the child. I returned the child after an hour. I kept the child only as a message. He was returned unharmed physically. Mentally, I cannot say. But physically, he was fine when I returned him to his family.
If you return a child, is it even still kidnapping?
That's what I said. Is it still kidnapping if I returned the child unharmed and no ransom?
Oh, Wendreda. I knew one of these days.
At least I didn't kill anybody yet.
He looks like real hurt when you say that.
She's also still has a little bit of that simmering anger of just the whole situation, because she is once again having to explain this. And once again, it's the child out the window that everyone is so caught up in. She's got that little bit of just simmering. I don't want to have to do this again. And pointing out, I haven't killed anybody, at least.
Fair enough.
I assure you the boy was unharmed.
As in he lost both of his arms, or as in...
No, not unarmed. Unharmed.
Thank you.
I'm practicing my Frankian accent.
Yes, that is something
Yes,
that the entire...
Frankie accent, yes, we will speak like this.
Oh, oui.
Hey. Hey.
Hon.
The story that Lady Wendreda and myself and Lord Cynric would present to the world is that we've been away in Francia, under duress, not of our own volition. I do want to make it known, though, that I intend to keep my presence here in Winchester secret, at least for the foreseeable future.
Then why the lie? Just pretend to be someone else.
I feel that my presence may be needed in the southern marches. The mother of the child in question happens to be my niece, and so I am going to take it upon myself to go visit her and see if I can't smooth things over on the Lady Wendreda's behalf.
I
What's to
also...
smooth over.
I
Wendreda,
must...
You can't go back there.
Yes, I am. I'm getting my home back, and I did not know that was her niece when this happened. Just want to point that out.
That
Wendreda,
would be against the rules.
You can't do that. You can't.
Prince
I don't...
Badulf has endorsed this.
I'm just going to live there. I just want my home back. I just want my room. I just want to stay there again. I earned it. Damn it.
Why don't I believe you?
Because you shouldn't, but you will.
You're going to bring down so much trouble on us.
No, I'm not.
We should keep a healthy distance between this place and us. And by healthy, I mean far away.
Several miles at least.
And without any contact. I'm trying to be as plain and clear as I may. Because I'll be honest, Wendreda, if you so willingly infringe on the safety of our kind here in Winchester, I will not shield you from the prince's wrath. Because this is where you are heading right now.
I will be very careful and very safe.
Why
I will
don't
not,
believe you?
because unless we lose another 10 years, I will not be getting this angry again.
Anarawd walks a bit closer to Wendreda, so he can't be overheard quite as easily. And he says to her, "You are the former prince of this city. Do you think for one moment that Badulf wouldn't destroy you if he had the merest excuse?"
Oh, I know. I have not a doubt in my mind that he would destroy me. Don't worry. Just like I'm sure I probably would want to destroy him too if I was in his position, which I'm not. So I cannot blame him.
We've also heard troubling rumors of mystical ways to change a person's heart. What says that he has not already put some others of us under a spell? And look towards slightly Roswynn. Some people that seems awfully compliant.
Before much more can be said, Roswynn kind of puts up her hand for a second, and she looks at Anarawd and gives him a look, because she knows. Like, she knows that she can't see what he can see. And so she's like, we probably shouldn't say much more until we make sure we're alone. And she says it kind of funny.
Wulfstann probably gonna like, aren't we already alone?
From whom did you hear these rumors?
All right, sense the unseen, I guess.
All right, roll it. Difficulty 4.
I just cannot remember my dice
I
roll.
can pull it up. I'll pull it up for you.
6 is my dice roll.
6. Go for it.
Which is a lot better than it used to be. Rolling on 0 hunger.
I'm just waiting for his reaction, or if he sees anything before.
That's 6 successes.
You do not see who you're looking for in the room. They're not there. But, however, you do see every speck of dust in the fire, in the candlelight. You can hear everyone's heartbeat who has Blush of Health active, which is no one at this point in this scene. But no, who you're looking for is not here.
We heard it from Cadwyr.
We're alone.
Oh, was that ever in doubt?
It's always in
Indeed, it
doubt.
was.
Enlighten us, Roswynn.
I fear what I have to explain is more of Anarod's story, please.
The other night, I saw someone talking to the prince.
We all saw people talking with the prince.
No, someone obfuscated.
Clarify, please.
A woman, dark of hair, pale skin, speaking into his ear,
Is she
telling him
here
things.
right now? Is she here?
No.
Okay, good.
Another white lion.
Something of the sort.
Another
Badulf certainly did
male.
not Well, I was going to say Badulf certainly did not mention another Cainite in Winchester, although he did allude to someone that he answered to when he spoke to us. Perhaps this is who he's referring to.
Indeed, he did.
We know that Badulf changed the hearts of very powerful Cainites. How seems to be a mystery, but by all accounts, whenever it happened, Badulf was alone with said Cainite. I believe there's maybe more under this. Something that we aren't seeing, that we are unaware, and that Badulf is keeping from others. Maybe not the power of his own.
What does Suni think of
Question-
this? Sorry.
Of some sort of shadow telling Badulf what to do?
Yeah, this situation.
Suni's whole deal right now is like, don't ask, don't tell, don't fuck up, don't put a toe out of line, do what you're told. So he's not into scheming right now. He's into doing. So like as far as it is like there's a big scary vampire who's in the ear of another big scary vampire who was nice to us. And there's just not enough information out there at this time to try and make any sort of judgment.
Fair. Yeah, I just hadn't heard from you for a while, so I didn't want you to go unspoken for.
No, it's okay. I appreciate it.
No, you're welcome. Wulfstann, you were saying. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I thought you had finished. I do apologize.
And of course, the relevant question to ask is, do we want to thrive under Badulf's rule? And accept
I see no
that
problem in this.
I do not see a problem either.
Makes no difference to me.
It is not a problem until it's a problem.
It
I
is
am
fine
just-
for now.
I
am
think many of
simply-
us will agree that it's better than being under the Mithraeans' rule.
I will admit that the only thing I dislike is having this hidden Damocles sword hanging over our heads. But other than that, I can thrive here.
There's never not been that Damocles sword.
It's always there in
Suni,
one form
where
or
is
another.
your joie de vivre?
As
Have you
many
lost-
as many present have pointed out, I need to lose that joie de vivre.
Do you? Dad, I will miss the old you.
Perhaps an appearance from Suna would raise your spirits.
Or yours, maybe, Kenrick, as you are trying clearly to pass your desire through mine.
I seek
Perhaps
enjoyment
the-
where I've lost everything else.
Perhaps the appearance of Suna was a symptom of the disease.
Perhaps we should seek to build what we can with what we have. What you
Caution.
say is a loss of your joie de vivre, Suni. That is not what we asked of you. We simply ask that you think before speaking, especially with someone as untrustworthy as Faye. However, the Lady Wendreda and I have been talking. We do both agree that in time she should reclaim the title of prince, but Badulf as prince has done a fine job protecting this realm. We will take our time. We will not undermine him. We will find a way to do this that will benefit, not detract.
I would point out that I had thought long and hard about what I said to that Fae, and I stood on solid ground when I said it.
So you double down on what you did.
I do not
Yes.
disagree with what you said. It was just the manner in which you said it.
I thought that this discussion was already concluded.
Yes.
I
and
thought
with
so
that,
as well.
I do wish, though, to apologize to Suni in front of everyone because we did, kind of jump on him last week. No one deserves that. And considering I could have been jumped on this week for what I did, and what am I bringing upon Winchester, I'm going to be the one to say I am sorry for what I did last week. And I am also sorry for what I did with the child's last week, even if I don't actually feel bad, I do feel bad somewhat for putting the coterie in jeopardy.
Hey, you can apologize without meaning it.
I do
Isn't that
mean
exactly
it a
what you
little
did
bit.
last week? You apologized
yes.
and then doubled
That's-
down on what you said this evening.
Yes, that's why. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yes.
Going to have this discussion when these two just suggested a coup.
Not right now.
I'm
talking
actually going to just
years.
continue that discussion
Yeah.
because the
Which
next
was
thing I was going to
awareness
do
They're
is ask
alluding
Suni
to a
for help.
coup. They're not.
So,
Yeah, we're not planning.
no,
we're
I
not planning
will
stage.
end this
Anarawd.
discussion here.
Make a wits plus awareness check.
Who?
Merely hypothetical.
So wits plus awareness. Anarawd.
Oh
Alright.
God. Wits awareness.
The
still
woman's back
bad.
writing stuff on a notepad. She's like, fuck.
To be absolutely clear, I do feel bad that
Two.
you all got lumped in with my punishment.
You don't
I
notice
do not
anything.
feel bad for what I said.
I don't see anything.
You don't see anything. Nope.
Oh,
Okay.
no,
I hate
sorry.
that.
We shall put this to bed. Though, Suni, I would caution you. Perhaps you should find better options to seek your way forward, ere you draw the attention of the Fae with your dour demeanor and are put on trial. Don't be grumpy.
Fair enough.
We must all deal with our loss in our own way.
Loss is something that many of us have no idea what it truly means. A voice kind of booms through the room as Janice walks in.
Mm.
Ooh.
Well,
At
if it
the
isn't
the
our
sight of
our-
Janice, Suni goes down to one knee.
if it isn't everyone's favorite Praetorian,
You say that with such venom, Bard.
no venom, mere interest at your change of heart.
I don't for one moment believe that you were taken by the Fae.
Well, we
Tell
don't
tell
have
us
any-
the tale then. What happened to us?
I had bet money that you
I
were
would
taken
love
by
to
a
know.
Danish raid.
A Danish raid.
Are you serious?
Henrik stands up.
If we
No,
were
no,
going to,
It's fine.
Come.
Let them
A
believe what he
Danish
will.
raid.
Let him believe what he wills. Ignorance, after all, weakens a mind.
That's a wonderful tale. Maybe I should start telling that tale. It's far
Perhaps
more
this-
believable.
this is why he's the reeve.
It's far more believable than kidnapped by the Fae.
Kidnap might be an overstatement here, but yes.
No,
And you
they
say
gave us
this
back.
as an
That's not
undead creature
kidnapping.
of the night, sir.
And yet, the thing is, if we wanted a believable story, we could have crafted one.
He chuckles under his breath. He goes,
You remember, more powerful of our kin, with abilities to discern truth, believe us. So what does that make of you? The greater fool, I presume.
that makes me the only one willing to listen to the truth.
Which truth is that?
You're planning a coup.
His truth.
What are we planning to do exactly?
He looks to at least 3 of you, I wager, are planning to put her back in control.
And what little bird told you that?
I don't need a little bird to tell me that I understand canine nature.
So says
you do
the
understand
Ventrue.
what
If we are talking about allegiances, can you explain to us how you turned your coat so willingly against Domitius?
Is that what you believe happened?
Well, this is the story in the wind. Please, regale me of your tale.
Of
Offers
course, the
from-
only truth is your truth. We know.
Offers were made. Positions were stated. Calculus happened. Judgments were made. We made a choice.
So your fate had a price. Interesting.
Arcadius had a plan, and this plan includes Badulf. And here we are.
Interesting. Very interesting.
So you still serve Arcadius then?
No, we serve Badulf. Arcadius has released us from his service to serve Badulf.
Of course.
But you said that Badulf being in power was part of Arcadius's plan.
Indeed.
So you serve by proxy.
We serve Badulf. And in serving Badulf, we serve Arcadius.
Of course.
Badulf does not claim to work for Arcadius.
It doesn't. I think you misunderstand the situation. You seem to look for something more parasitic than what is actually here.
Hmm.
It is
I only seek to understand.
it is Arcadius's will that Badulf rule Winchester.
And what happens if it is no longer his wish?
So we will see. Now, Twiceborn, I've allowed you to speak to me familiar far too much. His eyes flash, slightly silver, as he speaks to you. Your familiarity is going to get you into trouble, Gangrel. Know your place, Low Clan.
Wulfstann will give him a low growl and nothing more.
You were looking for me? He looks to Kenrick.
Yes, I seek your counsel, though I would prefer to speak with you alone.
We'll speak alone. Come with me.
Anarawd is going to make a kind of like this way kind of motion to Roswynn
Okay?
while this is happening.
Okay, I'll step away with Anarawd.
All right, you two do yours, because we're going to do ours off screen, Kenrick.
Oh, okay.
You guys go ahead.
Okay. How about a walk
Yes, that sounds
outside?
most refreshing. Let us.
Cooped up in here too long. I can tell by the way you look at your embroidery.
I was just going to
It
say
has
before
been
I
some
leave.
time.
Go ahead.
Before I
Yes.
leave, I look to those who remain, Suni, Wulfstann, and Wendreda, and simply mention, do not leave her alone. She is hunted by those brothers. And I look to her, do not stay in the common areas. Stay to your room. I will return.
And she listens like the good girl that she is.
Hardly at all.
What? What?
All right, so you two walk off down out of the room.
So yeah, Anarawd kind of leads Roswynn through the streets, and when he's a kind of a decent distance away from the Amber Veil, he just sort of sighs and he goes, I wish Leif were here.
I miss him too.
I didn't really ever understand the burden he faced with his sight, and ever since that night where we found him in the dungeon, I feel like my eyes are open too.
I do
I've
see
been
something.
I have seen something. I have to warn you. There's something going on with Badulf. He's not himself. There's somebody pulling his strings. Cadmus and Janus too, and this business with Arcadius. Cadwyr says he is not an old kindred, not with the power that he would require to manipulate them in this way, so he must be getting it from somewhere else.
Perhaps the woman who conceals herself.
Yes, her. I don't believe... It's hard to explain. I don't believe that it was her I saw that night. Spirit, maybe. Ghost, I don't know. But I know that he has her body. And that's where he draws his power.
Well,
And I think that she wants to wake up.
you think he's taking power from someone who's still slumbering?
Yes. Or she's lending it to him. I don't know. Either way, we have to assume that every decision that he's made since he came to Winchester was her decision and not his.
Interesting. Well, seems we must endeavor to find out who this is.
What if we could steal his power? Take it from him, use it ourselves. What
To
would we
what-
do with it?
Exactly, to what purpose?
The world that I want and have wanted for so long is... It's important to me, but it's a dead world. It's a world that's passed into another time. There was a time that I would have said, sweep away the Saxons, sweep away the church. Let the people of Britain rule themselves again. I don't know if that's even worth thinking about anymore. But I also don't like when people pretend to be gods. I would like to know more before I make any decision. But I think I know the key.
Seems like we have
this. Telling you this because I think I can trust you to be impartial. I know what Wendreda would say. I think I know what Suni would say. Tell me, what do we do?
if he is held under another's power unwillingly, then we should do what we can to break it. If he is under her power willingly, then he is not truly the Prince of Winchester at all, is he? It's
No.
whoever's pulling these strings, and we have a right to know who that is.
Do you know what lies underneath the veil?
For all the time that I have spent with Badulf, he is still a man of much mystery. We must tread carefully, try and learn what we can. He is very powerful, but I believe Cadwyr is right. Not as powerful as some of the things he's managed to do. It's important that we get to the bottom of this and quickly.
I agree. There's a risk to us.
There always is, my friend.
No, I mean, my vision was not exact, but it seemed I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I guess I'm saying we could die if we deal with this creature that's ancient, but what is that? How's that different from any other night, right?
With that, she kind of gently slaps you on the arm and says, "Has Anarawd not died twice already, my good friend Gladwin?"
Never heard of the guy.
With that, she actually, whenever Roswynn leaves the Vale, she walks through Winchester with a very heavy black veil over her to kind of appear like a widow in mourning almost. She wants to make people uncomfortable so they don't approach her and try and talk to her. So with that, she kind of drops the veil back down over her face and they continue to walk through the night.
Right. Well, the fire is out, but the smoke still clings. In Winchester, the dead keep their own scripture, written not in ink but in hunger. Dawn creeps through the veil, searching for saints and finding only shadows. The night remembers, and tomorrow it will whisper your names again. That's it for tonight, folks. How'd everyone have a good time?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
We're gonna do our nightly ritual. We're gonna do our circle. It's very simple tonight. Roswynn, tell me what you liked, tell me what you didn't like, your favorite scene, and your favorite role play. Oh, you caught you eating. Sorry. Oh, you're muted.
Sorry, yeah, I was just trying to think of like what my favorite scene was. It was just all so good. I really liked that they had a little ceremony, a little memorial for Leif. I thought that was very touching and I really liked that moment. And I like the intrigue of like what's going on in the background. And I don't really know where to go next with it, but I'm excited to start getting in trouble. Let's be real.
Excellent. All right. Davey, tell me what you like, didn't like, favorite scene, and favorite role play.
It's too much. I like Wulfstann. Wulfstann's eulogy was beautiful.
Yes.
I've almost had me tearing up for my good buddy Leif, who I'm gonna miss. I miss him still. But I also really just love Angry Wendreda. Like Angry Wendreda is my favorite. If every episode could just have some of her just yelling at people, you know.
We can have that arranged.
All right. That brings us to Suni. What you like, didn't like, favorite role play, and best scene.
All the like. It's always like. Everything is great. This was a really good session. Don't like how I'm sick and have no idea where I am.
You're in Wessex, 800 AD.
You went outside without a hat, and now you're dying.
Yeah. No, it was tough for me. I felt that's why I had to engage watcher mode for a lot of tonight. It was like I don't have brain power to contribute.
I didn't mean to call you out. I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. It was good. It made sure that I was still participating.
Okay.
It made sure that I was still. No, it's good. You should always never feel bad about calling someone out who is being silent when they're not normally silent. Favorite scene.
Word.
Yeah. Favorite scene. The I really liked the three nobles getting in shit from Badulf. That was fun.
Nobles did get some shit from Badulf. Keyword. Tell us what you liked, what you didn't like, favorite scene, favorite roleplay.
Tonight was phenomenal. I really liked the two distinct scene setup. That was a lot of fun with the two groups. I really do like that the pagan group was a memorial for wow, my brain just for Leif. That was great. And yes, freaking Crit Crafter's eulogy. That was beautiful. Tonight was a lot of fun. Didn't like, I don't know. I don't like that Joshy doesn't feel good. But I think everybody did a hell of a job. Tonight was just a great episode. This is so wonderful.
Fantastic. Excellent. Thank you. Grant, tell me what you liked, what you didn't like, favorite scene and favorite roleplay.
I'm a big fan of Unhinged Wendreda. I thought for like a hot second that she's gonna get us all killed. And I like chaos like that in games. Yeah.
Look, like when you get arrogance as the main thing, it's probably gonna get you killed.
Yes. And I really, really, really like chaos like that in the game. It creates so much like great scenes and stuff like that. So love it. I dislike I dislike the fact that I'm falling asleep because I zoned out. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to zone out. My mic was good. I just didn't register that you were talking to me. So I'm sorry for that. I apologize. And yeah, that's about it.
Excellent. Wendreda, Ellie, tell us what you liked, what you didn't like, favorite dress and best roleplay. Not best dress, best roleplay and best scene.
Best dress.
Best dress. Man, definitely not me on best dress. My favorite thing I do have to say was the last scene between Anarawd and Roswynn. That was great. I absolutely loved that. And I loved the eulogy. The only thing that was missing was Ripple by Grateful Dead playing in the background, and it would have been the perfect funeral pyre ever. It was a lot of fun tonight, playing Wendreda with arrogance. This is only the second time that I've had to do this, maybe third time. And it's always interesting to see what she's going to say when she gets, power hungry, arrogant, and, just short, angry girl. Like, Ellie is short and angry. So Wendreda is short and angry, just like she is. And just rawr. She's always fun like that.
My turn. What I really liked. I liked the subtlety of Badulf tonight. You guys were plotting a coup in his own house. And you think he doesn't know. It's cute. I love it. It's absolutely wonderful.
I was gonna say we should.
To be fair, he flat out said, "I expect you to do this."
Exactly. Like he's not stupid. Of course he expects this. Like, come on.
Only a couple of us were suggesting a coup.
I was not plotting. I was merely saying that we should hang out and be good.
Be good. You were.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's correct. I know who plotted the coup.
I really like that how like it seems that slowly we're just like being all the pieces are coming together. This is bad. This can be bad. Is it bad? Do we want it to be bad? Are we agreeing with that bad? It's like
It
the whole
could just be good if we just ignore the situation entirely and pretend it's fine.
I still think Badulf is the good guy. Badulf is a
I don't
nice
think
dude. Badulf is a nice dude who's just
I
wasn't
don't
up
buy
there.
it. I don't buy it. I can't.
I mean, his
There's
name is
an old-
Adolf. Like,
There's an alternate game where we met Badulf before Cadwyr, and Badulf is Suni's Malwa, and Suni is the biggest Badulf stan.
So I should have named him Goodolf then.
I'm the only
That
one
would
over
help.
here sitting going,
Yeah.
I don't think he's that bad. Maybe this chick's doing some weird shit. I don't know.
You can't trust anybody. What are you talking about? That's the one thing
I
when
sure
Dragon
can't.
learn is the only person that she can trust is Kenrick. Well, the whole coterie, but Kenrick and Roswynn are the two that she knows damn well she can trust because Roswynn didn't kill her for what she did to her niece or nephew.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, please don't kill me yet.
All right.
I will
So
point out you're going to live in that house, so behave yourself.
I want to thank everyone for joining us this evening. I'm going to give everyone 3 XP. Anarawd, you have a
Stain.
stain. Yep. You need
Yeah.
to roll for it.
All right, I gotta roll my.
How many dice do you have?
I get like 4 dice to roll for this now
Okay.
because I've fallen so low.
Yep.
And
Some of us are down here at 5.
You're fine.
I feel bad for the murder I did.
You do feel bad for the murder you committed, which is a good sign. That is a good sign. Join us, everyone, Saturday for session 0 of Weird Wessex, our werewolf game set in 800 AD Wessex, set in Blackmore Vale on the other side of Wessex. Very little crossover, but it is set in 812, so there could be some crossover between the two games. So that could be fun. So make sure to join us for that. I'm going to send this over to Mortal Rolls. Raid has been created. Why don't you stick with me while we get this raid started? And then we will see the outro in just a few seconds. 2, 3, 2,
Happy
1.
early birthday, Steli.
Smoke lies heavy on the eaves, ash like snow the city weaves. Crowns are forged in fire and fear. The night remembers what was here. Oh, Winchester, your halls still burn. The wheel of fate will never turn. Brothers bargain, teeth are bared, boons are bought and secrets shared. Chains for show, the gods obey. Through the gates they make their way. Oh, Winchester, your halls still burn. The wheel of fate will never turn. In the court the false king sways, a wizard's tongue